They say you don't need to bring everything and the kitchen sink when you go camping, but with the invention of hot water services a few years ago, why wouldn't you want hot water at camp? There are many different ways of getting hot water when you're camping, and that's why today we're going to compare the Hot Tap Go with the Hot Tap V2 Nomad kit, just to decide which one's better for you when you're out camping, which one should you take with you. So we're putting these two head to head today to decide which one would be better for you to take with you. Both give hot water, but we're going to compare how they are as a shower system, how they are as a hot water system, how they are as a kitchen setup, and basically what the size difference is, what situation they would both be better in individually, and decide which one should you get for your campsite setup. So let's talk about price. So at the time of us filming this, the Hot Tap Go was $699 and the Hot Tap V2 was $399, but within this kit, this is the Nomad kit, that's also $699. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about, this is the Hot Tap Go. Now this one we've had for a little while. I absolutely love this little unit. So inside here, 13.5 litre tank, which was good for one really good shower or two quite good showers. Comes with everything you need, and it all, when you don't have water inside it, it will all fit inside here. You've got your shower hose, you've got your shower head, all connect up the shower head. The only extra thing you need is a gas bottle. It comes with its own line. It does take these little propane bottles, which makes it super easy to transport. I use the Julka power bank. You can plug it into a Siggy outlet on your car, but I use this Julka power bank with the lead that comes with it, and that plugs straight in and off you go. Very, very portable, very easy. I've been using this for about 6 months now. What I love about this is it's actually about the size of a jerry can, so it does fit in the jerry can holder in the back of my car, so it doesn't even take up any room inside the canopy. It's just there at all times. Now, one thing that you wouldn't have seen yet, Julka have just brought out this new sink, and when they said we've got a new sink, they did send me this up. When they said we've got a new sink, I'm like, you got a new sink, so you got a new bucket, so you've made a way to hold water differently. But actually they have. So the top of this turns into a draining board, which is very cool. The sink has got legs on it, so if you're out camping without a car, you've got legs. It's not sitting on the ground and getting all sandy, and it's got this drain on the side, so when you get all your food and nonsense in there after you've been cooking, when you're draining it out, you can drain the water out and all the stuff stays there, so you can just grab it and throw it in the bin. You're not making a mess of the campsite. So I do apologize, Julka, you actually have made a new sink. I was dubious, but this is pretty cool. Let's talk about this. So this is the Hot Tap V2 Nomad kit. Now what's cool about this, it comes in this big blue box, which also doubles as its own sink. Everything you need is in here to get hot water. Now the big difference between this one and the Hot Tap Go is the Hot Tap Go has water inside it. This, you can end the supply of water, plug it into a water tank. You've got a pump here, you can pump it up from a stream or from anything, any fresh water. You can actually run this indefinitely if you have enough gas for lots and lots of hot waters. The other thing is with this, it comes with a faucet, a separate faucet to use in the sink. So when you're washing up dishes, we've just cooked lunch here, so we are going to do some washing up later. It comes with everything you need to wash up all your dishes too. It's not just a shower head, it's actually a separate faucet too. All right, so let's get into the kit. So we have the hot tap itself, the units there. Inside here comes with every conceivable fitting and fixture you need to not only run hot water for your shower, but you have a splitter here, you can run it. This is the sink and this is the stand. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this on the ground, bring the stand out, and we'll get it all set up in this table so you can have a look at exactly what you get. So with the stand out, the unit itself just pushes down into this, and that's it, nice and solid. So everything's color coded. The blue hose is the cold water in. So with the red one, it's our water out. Now, what we can do is just put this one first hose in, click it in. Now what this has got is at the end, if you want, you can have a splitter. So we can plug this in and then two hoses run off that. So one can go to your shower and one can go to your sink. And if you're staying for a few days, you don't need to keep unplugging and plugging in. You've got your hose already plumbed in. All you have to do is turn it on. You got hot water in your shower and you got hot water to wash up. Easy. So last thing's the gas, and it does have one of the new connections on it, which are way easier to do up than the old ones. Pull the gas back, plug it up in, and then we'll connect it to the gas can. And that's it, you're ready to go. So with our red hose ready, we plug in the faucet and we clip on the sink attachment. That goes in there, and all of a sudden, we've got a fully functional kitchen sink on the beach. That's ridiculous. Also what we can do, the lid of this doubles as a drying rack. So this goes in here on this side, and this on this side. And now what we've got a washing up station, and we can dry everything on the sides. Julka, you've actually thought of a lot of stuff, which I'm reasonably impressed about. All right, so far we haven't talked about water source. Now, if you have a bucket or you're near your car and you've got a water tank under your car with a normal hose fitting, click this on, you're in business. It also comes with a pump which will go 100 feet long. What's that in meters? About 100 feet worth. And you can drag water from a fresh water source, so you will have water wherever you need it, anytime you need it. Also with that, it'll plug straight into a cigarette lighter to power the pump. Or if you have a Julka power bank, it'll plug straight into that too, and that'll power the pump as well. So with the pump hooked up to the Julka power bank, we've got it into our water source, we've got the other end into the Julka. It's supposed to fire up automatically, so hopefully when we turn on this faucet in our sink, we've got hot water. That's actually pretty impressive, to be honest. That's really cool. It's actually not really cool, it's quite warm. It's warm enough to do dishes in, which is what I'm going to do now. So on the front, we've got the different temperature that we want, and we've got our water flow, so we can make the water flow. If you've got a limited supply of water, you might want to back that off, and when you do, you'll want to back the temperature off too, so it's not too hot. And this gauge here tells us just some warning signs and gives us a little bit of information as to what the system's doing. But that's pretty much the V2 Nomad kit. We haven't put the splitter on. We are going to hook the hot tap go up to the shower shortly, so we can get a good comparison as to what each does. Next, we have the hot tap go. Now, this is my favorite. I make no bones about it. This is just so handy. Fits in the jerry can holder at the back, 13.5 litres of water inside, has exactly the right temperature digitally that you want to get to on the gauge. Plug it into the power bank, plug that in, put your hot water out, put your little propane gas in, and you are done. You are ready to go. It is easy, easy, easy. Differences between this and the hot tap V2. This one has 13.5 litres of water. When you finish with this, you're done. You have to stop, fill it back up, heat the water up again. That's the reality of it. The V2, as we've said, has a pump. You can have water coming from a power source. You can have water coming from your water tank and your canopy. You can have unlimited water supply with the gas heater, but it does come at a cost. It's a lot bigger. This is a lot smaller, and the precise nature of the temperature gauge is won me over. If you want to find out exactly how this works and what we think of it, we did do a full review on this. It's in our channel, in our playlist. We'll try and pop the link up here. Have a look at it and you'll see everything about what this is, what it does, how it does it, and why we love it so much. All right, we're going to put the V2 to its test. We do have the Julka, the ensuite mounted to the side of the car now. I actually haven't used this yet. I've been using the double ensuite. We'll just bring with you and fold out forever. And I just got this, and this is our first time using it. I set it up in the garage, and my goodness, it's impressive. I've actually been really looking forward to using this all trip. We bring it out, it clicks into place, bring this side out, and we are pretty much bring this bit out. We're done. Shower tent set up, easy as that. It does have all the hooks to plumb either the V2 or the hot tap go into it, and there's a nice shower holder, 2 shower head holders, so I'll show you all of that right now as well. So what we've done, we've plugged this into the car. So the car has a 50-litre water tank in it with its own pump. So we've bypassed the Julka pump, we've plugged it straight into the outlet of the car water tank, through into the hot tap, gas is on, we've put the shower head up in the shower. So now we don't need the pump anymore, and we have got hot water on demand. We could use all 50 litres if we wanted to. We shouldn't, but you just adjust your temperature as normal, get your flow rate as normal, that's all on, the gas is on. When I'm ready to go, I just press the button, that will fire up, and we've got hot water in the middle of the beach. Too good. All right, let's talk about who these are for, because they're definitely for 2 different markets. If you're traveling around Australia, or you've got a caravan or a canopy that you want to permanently mount this to the back of it, this is probably the one to go for, because you can, if you've got a canopy, for example, you can build an enclosure, put this on the back of the canopy. I've seen people put them on TV brackets, and you can have all your hoses already plugged in. Your gas is probably somewhere close by in your car anyway, in a gas bottle holder, and you've probably got a water tank under your caravan or under your canopy, and you plug it all in and off you go. And every night it's your daily routine. You've got a nice shower, and in the morning after you cook dinner, you can split it off and wash your dishes up in the sink. This one is by far and away the more practical one if you're traveling Australia or going for 2 or 3 weeks of a holiday at least. This one, on the other hand, I think for me, this is more for the weekend warrior, the people who are going away. There's maybe a couple or maybe a family of 4, and you stop halfway, fill the water back up and have another 2 showers out of it. It fits exactly in a jerry can. It's portable. It's easy just to throw in the back of a tray. You don't need a canopy. You don't need a caravan. This can even just sit in the back seat on the floor if you like. It can go anywhere. You can use the little propane gas bottles with it, and everything can fit inside here. So it's very, very easy to transport. You know, you could do dishes with it. Absolutely, just use a shower head and fill the sink up. It will do kind of everything this does, but this one's just for quicker weekend trips away, I would imagine. If it was me, if I had to choose between these two, I'm at the Hot Top Go every time. Andy, who's about to chuck a lap in the next 18 months, he's going to have this one. He's going to permanently mount this to his canopy. He's going to be using this every day for a completely different reason. So both of these units are very, very good. You've just got to choose which one is right for you. All right, that's it. Now, it is getting devastatingly close to beer o'clock here on Fraser Island. This one's already been hooked up to my shower. I'm going to go and have the longest, best shower I've ever had on the beach. And this one I'm going to use tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.